this is Todd the Wildcat Christopher at TacticalBoxing.com. This is my partner Robert, Sir Robert to be exact. Shh, Bob, just go with the program. Trying to make you sound sophisticated. Shh. Anyway, me and Robert here, shh, go with it. We're very serious here at TacticalBoxing.com. And we're going to tell you about our next installment. Boxing has been called the ability to hit without being hit. Well, in this installment, we'll be talking about the hitting part of that equation. As a matter of fact, our next several installments are going to be talking about punching, which will be our next segment in this series, the punching segment. This is because what good is all the other stuff in boxing if you can't punch effectively? What good is footwork if you do all the work to get a good position and a strategic advantage over your opponent, and then your punch is ineffectual and weak and slow? It's all going to be for naught. So we're going to really show the importance of punching and its power and all the mechanics of it. Wait, before we go any further, let's take stock of where your punching ability really is. Maybe you're already into boxing and you got a punching bag. Go out in your garage. Maybe you're fortunate to have a great bob like I do. Oh, sorry, Robert. Sir Robert, like I do. Or you just have this old, ugly, beat-up mattress that you have laying in the garage that your wife's been telling you to throw it out anyway. Or maybe you can take that old, ugly, green couch that your wife just had to buy. You begged her not to buy it, but she had to go buy it anyway, and it cheeses you off every time you see it, and you just want to punch it anyway, and you just take that bad boy and you flip it vertical. Maybe that's what you could do. I want you to punch it 7 times, but I want you to do it safely. I want you to do it soft or medium power if you don't have any hand protection. If you've punched before and you have some nice gloves, you can punch it as hard as you want. But safety first. Are you finished? Good. How did it feel? I want you to ask yourself these questions. Did it feel solid, or did it feel like you were glancing off the target? Was it fast, or did it feel slow? Did you feel strong? Did you feel weak? Is any part of your body hurting afterwards? Does your wrist hurt? Were you really stiff when you did it, or did you feel relaxed and loose? I want you to ask yourself these things and really think about this. You can record yourself if you want. But what I want you to do is compare right now. Think about it right now. And then I want you to do this, finish this segment, finish listening to the segments on punching, and do all the installments, and utilize all the principles and practice them, and then do the same thing. Same object, 7 punches, but with the new technique and the new concepts. And I want you to ask yourself those same questions. And I want you to compare then, or what you're doing now, to the after. So you'll have a point of reference to chart your progress. Okay, so let's talk about a punch. To the untrained, they see a punch like this. Or maybe this one, yeah. Or people really want to get gnarly on their punches. Get some Mad Max action going on their punches. Like this gnarly baseball bat. They kind of see a punch like this. Oh, don't worry, Bob. Robert. I'm not going to use Mad Max on you. It's going to hurt my expensive training equipment there. I mean, Sir Robert. But you are going to have to take one for the team. He's my Louisville slugger. I kind of see a punch like this. Or hard, tight, rigid, just muscle through the target, off balance. That's how the untrained see a punch, while the trained see a punch like this. But a whip is loose and flowing and thrown relaxed, and it is fast, deadly, and powerful. In the upcoming installments, we're going to be talking about the speed, the power, the looseness, the rotational twisting of a whip, and its other mechanics, and how it's like a whip. Something I like to call the whip effect. The whip effect. The whip effect. The whip effect. But for now, I just want you to understand the overall concept of your body as a whip. So how does this work? And why is it like a whip? Well, I'm glad you asked. This whole process begins as an explosion, but not as an uncontrolled explosion, but as a controlled explosion. Just like an internal combustion engine. An explosion is occurring, but not in an uncontrolled way, but in a very controlled way. The gasoline is ignited. It explodes, but it explodes inside of a chamber in a highly compressed fashion. It pushes the pistons, and the piston turns the axle, and the axle turns the wheels, and the car is propelled forward. And just like a gun, if you took the gunpowder and put it on a rock like I did when I was a kid, and you lit it, the gunpowder just burns up. But when it's held tightly and controlled inside of the cartridge, and it explodes inside the cartridge, and that explosion is contained and focused through a barrel, then the bullet is shoved through the barrel and spins through the rifling of the barrel, and becomes very devastating. It's a controlled explosion. Soldiers in a modern army, they take C4 charge and make a shaped charge, and they place it on a tank. And because the explosion just doesn't occur in a random fashion, but is shaped, it can cut a hole through a tank. It's a controlled explosion. Well, until our next installment, remember, the more sweat in the gym, the less blood in the ring. This is Todd the Wildcat Christopher at TacticalBoxing.com signing off. Here, Bob, hold this for me. Here, hold this couch. Bob, come on, man, hold it. Come on, man. Use your arms and help me out here. Okay. Aw, thanks, Bob. Appreciate it, man. A lot of help you are. Robert, Sir Robert, whatever.